Hi everyone, this is Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live Tag Team Season 1, April Fool's Day, but we're not fooling anybody today. We got some really good matches, some things that I've been looking forward to for a little while. We're going to kick it off at 9:15. We got Fly Rod and Ben the Tin Man versus Acolyte Julie J and Heart of Nixie. Heart of Nixie is going to be rocking a brand new avatar. We also are going to be moving on to our next match, which is going to be Hippo and Bilal. And Bilal has a brand new avatar as well versus Football and Mist. And then our main event match tonight is kind of a rematch. It is Deadly Dimes and Tommy the Tank versus Jim Stone and the moderator, MOD Muse. So we got a lot of action planned for you guys tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are going to do a PvP event on Friday night. Just everybody show up. How about that? I'm still working out some of the details. I think it's going to be a free-for-all, and but I'll have more details tomorrow night. Just been kind of thinking back and forth how we want this thing to go to. Wait, Evil Mod? Oh my God, she changed her name. Evil Mod Julia Muse Warrior. I didn't even notice it. So awesome stuff. So if you guys don't know what's going on tonight, we do have the ranks up on the screen. It's going to show you the players. We are going to do several bundle opportunities tonight. They are really good. It's the first time we've ever done this. So there's some good collectible items, but it's more of the items than you guys have ever seen. So we're going to unveil that in just a couple minutes. Before we get into that, I do want to talk a little bit about the standings. We got in the top spot once again, we've got Will the Bill and Ocean Man by virtue of getting 2 matches in the other night. So Will and Ocean Man, they got the kind of forfeit victory, but then they had a tough match versus Sheila and Busy Bee, and that kicked them up to 3-1. But by how many points they have and how many wins, they have 19 points, that combination. You still have B-Dub and Unforeseen, who are undefeated. They're 2-0. They have 16. And then you have Bloodfish and Father Ron, who are 2-1, kind of right on the tails of Will the Bill. They have more points, 22 points, but that loss the other night. It's kind of keep them all middle of the pack. And in a big match tonight versus Dimes and Tank, if Dimes and Tank can get the win, they will go to 3-1 and then have more points, so they'll catapult to number 1. But Jim Stone and Evil Mod Muse, low points, so they need a big victory tonight. So these matches are super important. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the bundles, and we're going to kick off in about 10 minutes. You guys can see the schedule, but we are going to have silver. We're also going to have green bundles, yellow bundles, and red bundles. And I'm going to do something kind of unique tonight for people that do pick up all 3. I'm going to tell you about a brand new pet. Where's Gina? But this one's pretty intense. So let me show you what we got. And as you guys know, this is going to be, we're moving into the Jigsaw Jungle in 2 weeks. So this Saturday and Sunday is going to be our first ever jungle pack opening to get ready for the Jigsaw Jungle. So I guess this by nature would be called the Jungle Bundle. So it's going to be our first jungle bundle. You know, we're not doing these on Monday night. We're only doing them on Wednesday nights. So here's a few of the items. I know that there's a mix of things that you guys had asked for. So first and foremost, we've got kind of the utility. That is the silver line up near the top. It's got your System Restore. Some of you guys were picking that up, having one extra of those. You got your Enrage 3 potion. And also something I think is a little bit underused is the Revive potion. It's 100% heal. You do miss that turn, but in tag team, might be a viable strategy. Then you've got the green bundle. The green bundle's got a super mix. We've got 2 big reds in there. We've got Summon Nolan, the grenade-throwing chimpanzee. We got the Sneaky Owl. And what we're doing in each of these bundles tonight, especially the red one, is going to get some attention, is we're adding a bionic torso piece. So some people picked up a torso piece over the weekend. Some are still 1 or 2 short. Each of these bundles has a different torso piece. So if you're looking to get that extra set of 2, set of 3, tonight is the night with the Jungle Bundle. So we've got, and I'm also adding a 5th item to the first 2 bundles. Check this out. Normally we do 4, but tonight we're doing 2 big reds. We're doing Summon Nolan. We're doing the Burrowing Owl, Bionic Torso Onyx, and then adding a Bionic Foot Thread. Remember, those foot threads are super important for you guys who are trying to get those ATT raised up. We got some people right at ATT 11. So those threads could help some people get to ATT 12 and start to equip some of your bionic pieces, the PvP sword, the Cyclone. That ATT 12 is right around the corner. The second bundle that we're offering is going to be the yellow bundle. Yellow bundle, super strong Goldar grenades. Also, Summon Rex. You guys saw Rex the other night. Rex is legit. This dude is, you saw Rex. He hits for 5, then 10, then 20, then 40. Father Ron saw him on turn number 1 and put the smack down immediately. He's like, no, not letting this grow. And then we've got the Honey Badger. Honey Badger is going to be important as a defensive pet. And then the Bionic Hand Thread. And in the red bundle, there's only 4 items in the red bundle, but look what's in the red bundle. You get 2 BT7s, Summon Spike, that Summon Bull, which gives your AP1, 2 turns of that, and then the first ever, you guys saw this the other night, this was a whole lot of dead dimes, and tonight I'm putting the Bionic Torso Sapphire in tonight's bundle. You can see that is that 3rd base set, so it would have cost you a lot of dead dimes, but tonight we're going to give you guys a chance to get the first one of that. Maybe there'll be some in the pack opening this weekend. Maybe they'll be a little bit more scarce, but we are going to put it in the bundle. As usual, the silver bundle is $10. Each of the bottom bundles are $20 a piece. For each bundle you get, you're going to get a treasure map. So if you pick up all 4, you get all 4 treasure maps. If you pick up bundles for somebody else, you're getting their treasure maps as well. If you pick up all 4, you're also going to get an extra thread, which is the Bionic Elbow Thread. And you're going to get the first ever, Gina, Summon Bert. Bert is a bee. He is a super upgrade with a bee, but he's got a neat utility. He is the first ever pet that is going to drain 1 life from your opponent and bring it back and give it to you. However, there's a caveat to it. Let me explain Bert and how Bert's going to go down. You can attack Bert and immediately get your life back. So let's say you're at 5 and they're at 5. Bert goes in and he hits and he takes 1 point of life away from your opponent. The next turn, he's going to bring that back to you. But you can attack him, and if you kill him, you get that life back. What that means is you probably don't want to cast Bert if you're out of range of your opponent. Hopefully this makes sense. I want this to make sense for everybody. Because you're going to waste a turn. So if you start out the match and Kel's 50 yards away from me, and I'm like, I'm going to summon Bert. And Bert flies in, and he takes 1 point of life from Kel, and then Kel hits him, she gets her life back. But if you're within range and you summon Bert, Bert goes in, takes 1 point of life, now your opponent has to decide whether to let that life come back to you or to use their turn on hitting Bert. I want everybody to understand this, because if somebody misplays it, you're going to waste the pet. It is a super strong pet, but you don't want to use it when your opponent can't do anything but stand there anyway. Everybody got that? Everybody, does that make sense to everybody? So I would use him in the middle of the match, unless you start out within 30 yards of your opponent. All right. We're going to unleash a few of these bundles. So I've got Amy picking up some bundles. Amy's picking up all 4. We got Trigger picking up all 4 for her and Fly Rod. We got Gina Crockett picking up all 4. Gemstone picking up all 4. I know for some of you, the threads are going to be kind of magical. For some of you, the bionic body parts are going to be legit. And in a couple of, treasure maps, a big boost on the treasure maps as well. So we got a few other people jumping into the mix here. We got, and you guys are awesome. I see a few of you guys picking up for other people. So, Mist picking a color. And then Gina picking up that treasure map. Julia picking up a color. And Jim picking up that extra treasure map as well. Thank you. B-Dub picking up all 4 for the Twisted Sisters. And picking up those maps, so thank you. Gina Crockett picking up for Kel as well. You guys are crushing it tonight. So Gina, 6 treasure maps. You're rocking it. Thank you so much. Mist is picking red. Deadly Dimes in the house. What's up, Deadly Dimes? She's picking up 4. And Football Master's going yellow. And Tank picking a color. So Dimes picking up 6 treasure maps. Thank you, Dimes. There are some really, really cool pets that you guys are going to see in the Jigsaw Jungle. I am beyond excited. Bert the Bee is just one neat element, but I really love putting opponents on the defensive where they have to stop and think, like, wait a minute, do I attack and waste my attack, or do I let my opponent have this 1 point of base life? And they take it and give it to you. That's like stealing a pink diamond from somebody and then putting it on your own gear. So that's super, super legit. Busy Bee picking up silver and yellow. So a couple treasure maps for Busy Bee. And I can't wait to go back. I should have inventory for you guys tomorrow to check out the thread counts. The sound like I'm selling Pima sateen cotton sheets. It's 1,200 thread count. Now I can't wait to see the thread counts and then and see the bionic torso pieces as well. I know some of you guys got that extra base life, which is pretty awesome. We got Gina Crockett picking up a color for Heart. So Tommy, yellow is your Goldar Grenade. It is Rex in effect. It is your thread, your bionic torso Pearl, and also a Honey Badger. These are usable tonight. Absolutely, Ben. Anything in your inventory is usable. So I got a couple people just picking, and I might have missed them. What color did you go with? A lot going on, so I might have missed it. So I know we got, and if you guys typed it earlier, do me a favor, just retype it. So Julia Muse, let me know your color. Tommy, Heart of Nixie, and Kel. Yeah, I mean, this is what our group does. This is pretty awesome stuff. So all the ones on the bottom bin are $20 packs, and the silver one is $10. All right, I'll explain the B again before we get into tonight's match. I'm gonna give you guys a couple more minutes. We'll start about 5 minutes late. So the B is the first ever drain life pet. So he will fly in and he will take 1 point of base life from your opponent. And next turn, he's going to fly back and give it to you. But your opponent can use their next attack to attack him. So you want to use the B when you're in range, otherwise your opponent. Kel picking up a all 4. Father Ron, silver and green. All right, Mod Muse is going green. And Nixie is going yellow. And I don't know if I missed Tank or not. Tommy, did I get... Oh, Tommy's going yellow. So we got Amy, Trigger, Fly Rod, Gina, Gemstone, Mist, Julia, B-Dub, Amanda, Kel, Deadly Dimes, Football, Tank, Busy, Hart, and Father Ron. If I missed anybody, do me a favor. Just let me know right now. So those of you that picked up all 4, in addition to the 4 treasure maps you're getting, you also get Summon Burt, and you also get Bionic Elbow Thread. So picking up all 4, in essence, Ben going bottom left. All right, so Ben, you're going green. So really quickly, I told you guys it's going to be one of the best 4-packs we've ever done. So I'm going to give you a quick summary, and we'll get into tonight's matches. So those that bought all 4, in essence, you got System Restore, Enrage 3, Revive Potion, 2 Big Reds, Summon Nolan, Summon Owl, Bionic Foot Thread, Bionic Torso Onyx. So you got all 3. You got one of each of the Bionic Torsos. You got 3 different threads, and you got a total of 6 pets and 4 treasure maps. So this is probably our biggest bundle we've ever done. So with that being said, everybody, I'm going to give it 1 more minute, and then we're getting into tonight's matches. So last call for everybody. Going once. What thread is in the yellow, Tommy? That is Bionic Hand Thread. That is the Bionic Hand Thread. All right, we got Angel picking up green for Sheila Beasley. So, Ben, you got green and red. All right, so the green is Big Red times 2 grenades. Bionic Torso Onyx. That's that Bionic set. You start to put together 10 of those. You raise your base. Bionic Foot Thread. Burrowing Owl. That's the little guy. He'll fly over and steal your stuff and hide it. Summon Nolan. That's the chimp that throws grenades. And in the red bundle, 2 BT7s. Summon Spike, our brand new pet that can do triple damage. Summon Bull. And also the Bionic Torso Sapphire. Brand new Sapphire. That is the 3rd Bionic set that gives base health. All right, and Amy picking up for Will. What colors is Will going? Was that red, yellow, and silver? You know what, Gina? I'm going to tell you. It is, I swear to you, it was absolutely random. I picked the first two, and I knew I wanted the third bundle to be 3, and I grabbed one of the 2 that wasn't missing. And the first one I came up with was Bionic Elbow Thread. I knew you needed one, but I didn't know which one you needed. That is bizarre. I'm pretty sure you'll get it this weekend, though. I'm pretty sure you'll get it by the time you've got several boxes already lined up. We got Ocean Man picking up green. All right, I think we should start out tonight's. You guys want to kick it off with a little dance video? Because our Purple Cube crew has had a great time dancing, getting together Friday night. There's a cameo from my little buddy Gabe. We got Unforeseen. We got Will the Bill. We got Father Ron. We got a nice beat to it. We got Tommy the Tank. So I think we should kick it off with a little Purple Dance Cube dance. And I want to give a shout out to all the people that are just acting a little crazy, having a good time. So here you go, everybody. Let's do it like we do. And this is our dance off. Yeah, that's right. It's Friday night. The Purple Cube's got everybody feeling all right. So grab your weapons. Get down for a fight. Because Brace is in the house. Trying to darken the light. I hope the group works together and you win it together. Let's go. Best play dead live 3-part chapter we've ever done. All right, everybody, we are back, and that's how we do it, right? We had a good time, and you know what? It takes a lot of courage to post a dance video for all of your friends, everybody that we play together, and you know what? Just getting together, having a good time. So I know we really got it kicked off with Tommy. Father Ron took it to a different level, and then Amanda, Unforeseen, really representing the Dames of Destruction. So I've already heard that a couple other people missed. Tammy Dimes, a few other people might actually have the courage to do it now that the path has been set for everybody. So let me know. Really looking forward to having a good time. You guys are phenomenal, and what an awesome group of people. So, all right, who's going to be my scorekeeper tonight? We got a good match to kick this thing off, which is Fly Rod and Ben versus Julie J and Heart of Nixie. So we got Fly Rod and Ben on a little bit of a hot streak. Julie J and Heart of Nixie up and coming. Starting to get in the hang of the PvP. So looking forward to this match. I think it's going to be a very strategic match. Fly Rod rocking some pretty good gear. But gear is not everything, right? So I am going to see who is, where are my mods at? What's up, Tyler? Good to see you. Hopefully, all right, let's go with, Kel, give me some timers tonight. Start out the first match. So, Kel, if you can do me a favor, give me 20 seconds. I need Fly Rod Ben, Julie J, and Heart of Nixie. You guys have 20 seconds to let me know any elixirs, any tapes, any pre-match buffs that we're going to go with. And then once we get that established, I'm going to go ahead and position everybody on the map. Yeah, Mod, I'd rather you not keep score because you got a big match tonight, so work on your strategies. Same thing with Tank. Fly Rod going with Elysium on his Oasis. Going with Red Graphene. And Immune. You got it. Ben's going with Elysium on his armor and Vermilion. Yep, I got you, Heart. And hold off on the torso and the thread. I'll cover that with you a little bit later. Okay, let me get everybody on the map and show you how we're going to do this. So we've got Fly Rod going to be down here. Julie J is going to be up here, up on top of the mountain praying. We got Ben the Tin Man, fairly close. And we got Nixie with her brand new avatar. What do you guys think? I'm liking the avatar. Our brand new Heart of Nixie. Yeah, buddy. And we also got Bilal. I'm pretty excited about the new avatars, but now they got some matches under their belt. And here's the way the order is going to go. We got Fly Rod going number 1. We got Julia Muse going second. We got Ben the Tin Man going number 3. And Nixie will be going number 4. So number 4. And we're going to kick it off. Fly Rod, you have 20 seconds. You're 35 yards away from Nixie. You're about 45 yards away from Julie J. So 20 seconds for you, Fly Rod. Good luck to everybody. Did I say Julia Muse? I meant Julie J. Uh-oh, where is Tank Fly Rod? I know he's here. Or is he here? Up. Okay, got. Oh, that was quick, Fly Rod. He's like gold bombs to each. I was expecting something more long and drawn out. My bad. All right. You know what? Hey, I'm off to a rocky start tonight, everybody. All right, we got this timer going. Gold bombs to each. So, Julie J and Nixie, you both are wearing gold bombs. All right, Julie J, you have 20-second timer. It just kind of snuck in there, right? And I saw Kel. I'm going to blame Kel. She kept timing. It's a timekeeper's fault. That's my story. Julie, you're out of range. Fly Rod's about 45 yards. Ben is about 30 yards. So if you and Ben are 30 yards away from each other. Fly Rod is further out. That's very true, Lynn. I got it. I took one day off and I got into vacation mode. It's like, what is a day off? All right. Ben is taking the So, Julie, any specific arrow or just a standard arrow to Ben? You got another 4 seconds. All right, fair enough. All right, Ben, first blood is drawn. You take a shot, my man. Uh-oh, Bloodfish is praying for the deadly blood mist out of nowhere. In from the ice-cold depths of Bloodfish's black heart. Enjoy. Mwahahaha. All right, we're going to add it. Blood Mist is going to do damage to all players every round. Both teams. It's a slight blood mist. It's almost like a blood fog. Ben the Tin Man. It is your turn. And you're the first person to take the damage from the blood mist. So take 5%. You are now at 85 and 5. And you're on the clock. ain't nothing for my tin suit. Summon grenade jump to Julia. Gold bomb to Julia. Okay. Now, Nolan cannot throw the grenade the first round he's summoned. You can summon him and give him a grenade, but he can't toss it the first round. So Ben is going to summon Nolan. He's going to grab one of your grenades. And do you want to go Gold Bomb or BT7? Now you can throw a grenade, or you can throw the bomb, and then next round he can throw a grenade. All right, so Ben is summoning Nolan, and then he's going to go BT7. You know how this is going to look, Julia. I'm sorry, Julie J. Sorry. Wow, it's going to be a long night, everybody. Anyway, I was getting ready for the sound effects. So it's going to be like this. But it's a BT7. So that means you go. Oh, and you take a shot on the asphalt. You take a BT7 to the asphalt. All right, and it's Ben's fault. See what I did there? All right, Julie, you take some big damage from that BT7, and you take a little bit of fall damage as well. So I've got you rocking about, you do have a higher base health because you are a priest. So your base health is down to 7, but that BT7 hits you pretty good, 75% and 7. So it is Heart of Nixie. Heart of Nixie, you're on the clock, and you have a 20-second timer. And remember, all items you got tonight are usable. Any grenades, any pets. It goes like this. Fly rod moving could be dangerous. Could be explosive, in fact. Heart of Nixie using her engineering talents to cast an explosive trap. Very nicely done. Fly rod. You are on the clock, and you have 10 seconds. It was asphalt from the BT7. He is going to detonate both gold bombs. So double detonation. These are big hits to both players. So Julie J, you're at 55%. Hart, you are at 80%. It could enrage him, but he's not in range, so there's really nothing he can do, Bloodfish. And when he moves, he's going to eat an explosive trap. All right, we've got Julie J. Julie J, you are on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. Fly Rod, both of those gold bombs are now off the players. Julie J and Heart of Nixie, neither one of you have bombs on you at the moment. Julie's like, I'm preventing it. All right. Yeah, that just happened. Julie J casting Prevention as a defensive instant Fly Rod. She takes no damage from those gold bombs. All right, reset her timer, Kel, to 10. Julie J, that is actually done as a defensive. You don't have to waste your turn on it. So now you get your offensive turn. All right. Ben, time to eat another arrow. How about this? Ben taking a little bit more damage. Ben, 75 and 5. So Fly Rod, 100% and 13 base life. Ben is at 75 and 5. Julie J is at 75 and 7. And Heart of Nixie is 80 and 5. Ben, you and your friend Nolan are on the clock. Gold Bomb to Julia, then a BT7 to Julie J from atop the hill, way down to the asphalt that she's shooting me from. Nolan does not take one of your moves. So, yes, you could go Gold Bomb, BT7, Nolan, Grenade. Nope, Nolan's free. This is going to hurt. Oh, my. Julie, that prevention spell might have been better for this one instead of the Gold Bomb. Ooh. Yeah. All right. So, Gold Bomb to Julie J and double BT7. So Nolan does this. First time the BT7 was asphalt. This time your ass is grass, so you land in the grass. I don't know, I'm just trying to rhyme with stuff. All right, so you take another point of base life damage. You take the fall damage, less fall damage. And that was from Nolan. And now Ben is also going to do it. And this time, you keep on rocking in the free world. So you land on the rock. So you've hit asphalt, grass, and rock. You get the trifecta. You've actually hit all three. All three, Julie J. So, yeah, this has put you in some pretty bad shape. You are down to 15% and 5. You've taken 3 BT7s. Wow. We've got Heart of Nixie. Heart of Nixie, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. Ah, I like this move. She is going to summon Rex. Ben, take 5% from Rex. You're now at 70 and 5. 70 and 5. And remember, Rex will do 5%, 10% if you don't attack him, 20% and 40%, and Nolan is gone, Ben. So Nolan did his grenade and he's gone. Will flies over and drops some hot smoke. Oh, where is Will? Here, you be Will. All right. Will, where are you dropping that hot smoke? What are you aiming for? Just out of curiosity. Everybody. All right, well, here's where the hot smoke is going to accumulate, in this area right here. So anyone bold enough to go in that area, I'll leave that hot smoke there for a couple of turns, Will. It is on the asphalt and it's right at the edge, but it is going to require some players to move out of their comfort zone. All right, Nixie, you played the Rex. You also get an additional move if you choose to. Rex is an instant. You still have half a move left, so I'll give you 5 seconds to finish out the remainder of your move. We're about 16 minutes in, everybody. Shoot AP arrow from Raven at Fly Rod. Hope to knock him down. All right, the only thing that you can do, because you did the summon, is you could move, but you can't move and fire a two-handed weapon. So you can stay safely behind the rock, which is out of range, or if you do move in range, you're either going to have to move here or move here. Yeah, you can't move her. You can only move yourself. She's going to have to move on her very own turn. So do you want to move closer and put yourself at risk, or do you want to stay behind the rock for a little bit longer? All right. Yeah, you're going to have to be 15 to 20 yards. Right now you're about 35, so you'll have to stay there. All right, Fly Rod. You're on the clock. 10 seconds to Fly Rod. Move toward heart, space, yellow cube. All right. You have the same situation. You can't move in and use a two-handed weapon. You could move in and use brace. But in order to use a two-handed weapon, you have to already be within range. He's going to try the TRT move. Blue bombs. That's what that means. Yeah. All right. Let's go blue bombs to both. All right. Blue bombs to both. So Fly Rod is casting bombs on each player. All right, Julie J, you're on the clock. You're at 15 and 5. Will did drop some wonderful healing mist hot smoke on the street over there. However, looks like a danger zone. Could be a trap. Is it worth it? I crawl with my broken arms and legs, blood from everywhere on my white robe, crawl toward the asphalt for hot smoke, praying for healing with all my might. Shoot Fly Rod with a ring gun. All right. And that actually is a good move. So she is getting to this zone, which does put you in range, and she does have a ring gun, which can fire. So she's standing in the hot smoke. Fly Rod, you take a little bit of damage. Not a lot. Pretty well geared. But for now, Julie J is relishing in the smoke. All right, Ben, you have a 10-second timer. Fly Rod took some damage. Julie might be getting some heals here. Summon Bull to charge my opponent down the left side of the hill away from hot smoke. Throw seal smoke. Whoa, hold on. I'm not sure what you're doing. That's a lot of stuff you got going on. Okay. You can summon a bull. You cannot summon a bull, throw heal smoke, and summon Rex, and hold your breath. And rub your stomach and tap your head. Let's start with summon a pet and do an action. Remember, each thing you do, Ben, is a half a turn. All right, let's give him 4 seconds. Yes, seal smoke would prevent seal smoke would absorb the damage for a turn. That is correct. So summon Bull and drop seal smoke on yourself. Got it. So who is the bull attacking? Yes. All right. So, Julie J., you take an additional point of damage. You were at 15 and 5, or 15 and 5. Now you're at 15 and 4. However, the heel smoke kicked in because there were no unholy smokes that took effect. So you're now at 65 and 5. All right, and Nixie, you are on the clock. You have 10 seconds. Fly Rod is at 90 and 13. Ben is at 60 and 5. Julie J is at 65 and 4. Heart of Nixie is at 80 and 5. And Ben, Rex broke your seal. All right, you can summon the Badger. Nixie, in order to throw the Storm Smoke, you still have to move within range. You and Fly Rod are still 35 yards away from each other. Neither player has moved. So you can summon the Badger to keep him as a defensive pet. But if you want to attack him at some point, you're going to have to leave the rock. We are 27 minutes in, everybody. Pretty even match so far. All right, so she's going to summon the Badger, and then she is going to move within range. And that is her two actions. Fly Rod, you are on the clock. You have 10 seconds. Move toward heart and space yellow cube. All right. So Fly Rod, when you move toward heart, remember, she cast an explosive trap. So you're going to trigger that trap. Pew. And that does damage, and it does damage over time as an engineer. So you do fire space. Pew. But you take immediate damage, and then you're going to take dots. And Heart, you take damage from the space 4, and you also take disease from the yellow cube. And disease adds up in a hurry. You are at 60 and 5. Fly Rod, 80 and 13. Ben, 60 and 5. Julie J, 65 and 4, and Hart is 60 and 5. Julie J has soaked up all of the hot smoke. And we got lightning and thunder and brimstone coming down from Bloodfish. A blood storm is coming. Black lightning, boulder size. Boulder size. All right. We got boulders, and it's going to expedite this match, everybody. Storms are very unpredictable. Julie J. Pick a number, 1 to 6. Four, you escape the black lightning and the boulder-sized black hail pouring down. And you have 10 seconds. You are at 65 and 4. And you have 10 seconds. Both players are within range of you. All right. She is firing and ducking. Is it like that? All right. Yeah, I think it's like that. Fly Rod, you take another shot. I did. That's a pretty impressive move. Ben, you got 10 seconds. We got about 14 minutes left in the match. Ben, pick a number 1 to 6. Oh, Ben. As you go to throw that BT7, you get struck by some black lightning and a boulder-sized black hail that is pouring down. And that BT7 goes rolling like an egg. 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1,000. 4, 1,000. Your partner gets butt thundered. Lightning is a very, very unpredictable thing. Ben, you misfired on your BT7. Fly Rod eats it. Fly Rod sitting at 50 and 12. 50 and 12 due to the Bloodstorm and Lightning Strike. Nixie, give me a number 1 to 6, please. You're taking some lightning-sized hail as well. Bam! Lose half a turn. Take damage and lose half a turn. You're at 50 and 5. You can fire, but you can't move. 10-second timer. We got about 11 minutes, everybody. 11 minutes to go. Storm Smoke at Fly Rod. Fly Rod, you take another shot. You got some Storm Smoke hitting you. You got damage over time hitting you. You are down to 35 and 12. 35 and 12. Fly Rod, you are the last player. Pick a number 1 to 6. You avoid the lightning and the ridiculously big hailstorm. So you dodge the attack. You're now on the clock. You have 10 seconds. Dot smoke on me, space red, cube on heart. All right, you drop the dot smoke, which is a good play. But the fog has set in, and I think according to Will, he says, fog over the mountains is thick and seems to be coming down the mountain. Can you even see? So it's pretty tough to see. The dot smoke works. Pick a number 1 to 6. You missed. Missed attack due to the fog. We've got Julie J. It is now your turn. Fly Rod is at 35 and 12. Ben 60 and 5. Julie J 45 and 4. And Heart of Nixie is 50 and 5. Very, very even match. Visibility is pretty bad. Arrow straight and true to Fly Rod and then run so they can find. All right. Try straight and true in the fog. All right, we'll see what you can do. Julie J, pick a number 1 to 6. You have the same odds as Fly Rod. And your arrow is straight and true. 33% chance, and you absolutely nailed it. Fly Rod, eating an arrow. Fly Rod, you're at 25 and 12. 25 and 12. Ben, you're on the clock, and I do have to tell you, Rex is about to devour your soul for 40% of your life. You can either choose this turn to attack Rex, or you can attack and take the damage from Rex, and you'll be left with 5% of your overall life. So let's not forget, little Rex has been chomping away ever since you dropped your seal smoke. 10-second timer, Ben. We have 6 minutes to go in the match. Very even match so far. Okay. All right. Ben has Rex biting his ankle. So he's going to heal smoke and cast a big red grenade at himself. This might end up badly for you, Ben. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody throw a grenade at their own foot when a lizard was biting them. So the good news is you killed Rex. That's the good news. The bad news is you probably lost both of your legs while you were doing it. So, but it's the lesser of two evils, because Rex would have hit you for 40. The Big Red hits you for slightly less. Ben, you're at 20-5, and you do have a heel smoke that could go into effect next turn. We got about 4 minutes to go, and Heart of Nixie, it is your turn. Fly Rod, 25-12. Ben, 20-5. Julie J, 45-4, and Hart, 50-5. The underdogs are winning. AP arrow to Fly Rod. Hits, does 1 point of damage to Fly Rod. He's in good shape with base health. He's still at 11. Fly Rod, you have a 10-second timer. You're at 25-11. Ben, you're at 20-5. Julie J, 45-4, and Nixie, 50-5. Yep. 10-second timer, Fly Rod. 3 minutes to go. Get your moves in quick, everybody. Heel smoke. Fly Rod is dropping the heel. And he's going space to Julie J. Julie, you take a big shot from space. You're 15-4. Julie J, you're on the clock. Fly Rod, 25-11. Ben, 20-5. Julie, 15-4. Heart of Nixie, 50-5. Aim at the screams of terror in Ben's direction. All right, Ben. You were taking an arrow. Ben. You were down to 10-5. But the heel smoke kicked in. You were at 60-5 based on your own heel smoke. Ben, you're on the clock. 2 minutes to go, everybody. Ben, you got a 10-second timer. Fly Rod, 25-11. Ben, 60-5. Julie J, 15-4. Heart of Nixie, 15-5. Last turn. Yes, you're healed. Detonate green bomb on Julie through a big red between Julie J and Heart of Nixie. Ben, throwing the big red. Julie J, you take lethal damage. Heart of Nixie, you take less damage. You're at 35-5. And there is 15 seconds to go. Julie J, I'm going to give you a decision of rezzing, I would say, with 15 seconds. Save it. All right. That is the match. We're calling it right there. That is a timer. Final score. Ben and Fly Rod, 6 points. Julie J. and Heart of Nixie, 4 points. Very, very close match. Ben throwing the big red right at the end, doing lethal damage. Well played match by Julie J. and Heart of Nixie. Way to hold strong. Fly Rod and Ben squeaking out the victory. But a win is a win. So, good match, everybody. Great moves. And Heart of Nixie had that Rex sneak up on you a little bit, Ben. Did some serious damage there. Great job to all players. Everybody did really, really well. All right, we are at 10:18. A couple people popped in late. So I'm going to do a last call. This is the Jungle Bundle. Once again, last call for any players, and then we're moving on to our next match. I'm going to give you guys 60 seconds. Anybody's interested in the bundles. Otherwise, we're going to move on to our next match. I know a couple people had popped in a little bit late, so just want to give you guys a chance. This will be the last call, though. And our next match is Hippo and Bilal, Football Master, and Mist. All right, OU is picking up red. Red is going to be BT7, Spike, the Bull, and of course that brand new Bionic Torso Sapphire. That was a boatload of cash. Dead dimes over the weekend. So good picks. Yeah, Rex is a monster if you leave him unattended to. All right, everybody. That is our last call. We're going to get Say Goodbye to Hollywood. Say goodbye, my baby. All right. This is where we're going next. We got Sheila Beasley going silver as well. You got it, Sheila. All right, Kel, can I get 20 seconds for Hippo, Bilal? Oh, see, I like that. Will says Julie and Nixie. All right, hold on, guys. Let me put it back up there. This is the Jungle Bundle. Yep. OU picking up red and silver. Angel says for Heart, pick a color. So Nixie and Julie pick an additional color, and Nixie actually pick 2 colors. Red and green for Nixie. All right, you got it. And remember, those of you buying for other people, you get the treasure maps for all of your purchases. All right. Going once, everybody. Going twice. We're going to move into Hollywood, get this next match going. And in addition, those of you, Sheila, Bloodfish, that might have got here late, I'm going to explain what Bert does again. Bert is part of the entire pack. So Bert is actually a brand new pet. He is a Drain 1 pet. And he must be dealt with. He will fly in. He'll take 1 base life. So if Hart would have dropped Bert, if she would have had Bert, and went into Flyrod's base health would have went down 1, and then he would have flown back and given it to her. But you can attack the pet, so you only want to play Bert whenever you're in range. So if you're 60 yards away and you cast Bert on the first turn, he's going to fly in, and your opponent can hit him and keep their life. Your opponent can't attack on the defensive, but their next turn, they can hit him. So he's best used when you're within range and your opponent is going to have to waste a turn on him. Yeah, Julie J and Flyrod did great. So Bloodfish picking up green as well. You got it. They played well, Flyrod. They played really well. All right, Julie J, give me some colors. All right, so she went. Yep, I got that. And silver. And Bloodfish, all 4. Five of silver. Got a bat. Next scenario is going to be pretty, well, I mean, it's a jungle, right? All right. I would love to stick around for this kindness all night long. You guys are phenomenal. Appreciate you guys picking up bundles for yourself, for other people. Treasure map collection, threads, bionic pieces all around. A whole lot of good stuff out there. And this is the first ever jungle bundle. So you guys know that this weekend's going to have some jungle items as well as you guys move into it. And let's get into tonight's match. Can I get a 20-second timer, Kel? 20-second timer for B, for Hippo, for Football Master, and for Mist. This is your opportunity to use any tapes, any elixirs, any pre-match rituals, handshakes, dances, moonwalks, anything that you guys want to do to get ready. Oh, we got Amy keeping score this match. Thank you, Amy. We got both keeping score. Man, we got more scorekeeping. Football Master going immune and cobalt tape. All right, you got it. Bilal going a little bit of Cobalt. Football Master going a little extra Titanium. You got it, man. Give you a little extra base health. Bilal's got a little extra life. He's a medic. Rest of you? All right. I love it. And here's the way it's going to go down. Let me show you where everybody is, and we'll get our timer started. So I've got Hippo hanging out up on the top of the hill. I got Bilal down by the H. And by the way, brand new. This is Bilal. What do you guys think of his avatar? Appropriate? I like it. All right, Bilal, a medic. We've got Football Master up on the hill. And we got Mist hiding behind the OD. So, the way this is going to go is we got Football Master going first. Bilal going second. Mist will go 3. And Hippo in the house will go last. Football Master, you're on the clock. You got a 20-second timer. And 35 yards from Hippo. Football. All right, he's going Eagle to Hippo. And Beige to Bilal. Hippo, give me a number. 1 to 6. Hippo, 1 to 6. Chest armor is gone. Chest armor is gone. All right, Bilal, you're on the clock. You got a 20-second timer. Move closer to both of them, but hide behind the letters in range. Take shots at Football Master with Diablo spraying and praying. Probably not any shots, but you can do this. Little far out of range. You know what? You're about 40 yards out. I'm going to give you your shots. It's going to put you about right here. But no line of sight. No line of sight. So no need to spray and pray. All right, we've got Mist. Mist, you're on the clock. 20-second timer. Green Bomb and BT7 to Bilal. All right, I'm not going to give you all three moves because he is effectively guarded. So, you can pick two moves. You can go Green Bomb, which is automatic, and you can move, or you can move and go BT7. 5 seconds. Bomb and move, or move and grenade. All right, she's going to move and go BT7, Bilal. This is probably going to hurt you just a little bit. So she moves here. This is going to send you... Why? Take damage. Take some fall damage. You are at 70 and 7. You're at 70 and 7. Hippo. It's fun to stay at the YMCA. You got 20 seconds on your timer. Move in range to football and go blue plasma. All right, Football Master, you are damaged and slowed. Football Master, you are on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. Timers get faster, everybody. 10-second timer for football. Summon Rex to Hippo. All right. Hippo, take 5. Hippo getting on the board. All right, we've got Bilal on the clock with 10 seconds. And Hippo's 95 and 5. Bilal 70 and 7. Football Master 85 and 6. And Mist is 107. So Bilal says, run to Mist on top of letters and drop down on her stabbing with my Oasis 6. That's a lot of stuff there. All right, so I think he wants to jog like this. All right, Oasis 6. That's a big hit. Mist. Do not take the Oasis 6 lightly. Welcome to the 70 and 5 club. Hippo 95 and 5. Bilal 70 and 7. Football Master 85 and 6. Mist 70 and 5. And Mist, it is now your turn. 10-second timer for Mist. She's going to move back and give you a little BT7 action again. All right. You take some BT7 action, Bilal. That hurt. You're down to 6 base life, and you're at 40 overall life. So welcome to 40 and 6. Missed with her second BT7 in a row. Hitting hard. All right. Hippo, you're in the house. Oh, and Hippo, I need to remind you, Rex is going to take a bite out of crime because Rex hit you for 5 last turn. So Rex is going to hit you for 10 unless you address him. Just your friendly reminder. All right, he's going to use his turn to stab Rex. So Rex is no more, but that is Hippo's turn. Hippo's off the clock. Football Master, you got 10 seconds. And Football Master, you are under the effects of slow, which means you get a half of turn. A half a turn, one action. All right, he's going to detonate. It's time to detonate the beige bomb. That's going to lower health by 25% and 25% attack. So Bilal, you get detonated. You're at 15 and 6 temporary health loss. You'll get it back in a turn, barring you don't lose the other 15%. And your attacks have been weakened. Bilal, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. Hippo, 95 and 5. B, 15 and 6. Football Master, 85 and 6. And Mist, 70 and 5. Move to cover if close enough to miss. Gunner down with my Diablo. Yeah, you are close enough. Pew. Missed. You take damage from his Diablo. All right, we got Mist on the clock. Mist, you're at 50 and 5. You're at 50 and 5. 10-second timer. Ring of Healing is a full turn move. So, Mist, we're going to let you pick summon or ring. All right, she's going with the ring. 50% once per day. She is back to 100 and total and 5 base. Hippo, you're on the clock. You got 10 seconds, Hippo. Got about 20 minutes left, everybody. All right, he's going to move down to B and drop a heal and seal. Down here. All right. B is healed, and, well, there's a heal and seal out there. So, Football Master, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. There's some nice, cool-looking smoke surrounding Bilal. Going to go in Rage and Goldar. All right. Your Enrage works. The Heal and Seal takes effect because there's no unholy effect. So Bilal is effectively sealed. Hippo is not. So the Goldar will hit. It will break his seal. He gets a 10% kick from the Heal and Seal, so he's fine with that. He's at 25 and 6. But Hippo, you do eat the Goldar grenade. Doesn't propel you up in the air. But it does take you to 70 and 5. Hippo at 70 and 5. B, 25 and 6. Football Master, 85 and 6. And Mist is 100 and 5. All right. B, you're on the clock with your Diablo and Oasis. What shall you do? All right, he's going to Enrage 3, and he's going to attack you with a legendary Crowley's Carver. This is going to be eventful, because it is legendary, and it does hit hard, and he is enraged. Mist. You... Hold on one second. You feel a little bit lightheaded. You take 50% and lose 1 base life, and Bilal gains that base life. Bilal, you are now at 25-7 after using your Crowley's Carver. Mist, you are down to 50-4 after the Enrage. Mist, you're on the clock. 10-second timer. Mist is going triple Enrage as well. And B, it might be lethal. I'm going to give you a die roll. You need a 1 or 2. Because the 3, 4, 5, or 6, you take lethal damage, and you're out. You need a 1 or 2 only to survive another turn. Picks a 2, and it is a 2. He has lived to fight another day, everybody. B, you are holding on by a thread. You are at 5-7. 5-7. Hippo, you're on the clock. Hippo 70-5. Bilal 5-7. Football 85-6, and Mist 50-4. All right, Hippo is going to use some Enrage. And he's going to take a shot. Barely inside the letters. Barely inside the letters. Instant replay might have ruled it out of bounds, but unfortunately we don't have instant replay. He's in. You take the shot, Mist, and you are slowed 30-4, and you're slowed down. Football Master. I know that looked egregious. It looked like some New Orleans Saints, Los Angeles Rams pass interference, instant replay, but it's not under review in the last 2 minutes of the game. You have no challenge flag. You are on the clock, Football Master. You got a 10-second timer. He's going to fire a fire arrow at the Hippo. Pew. Oh, he takes it. Takes it like a champ. Hippo, eat that fire damage. 50-5. B, you are on the clock. Hippo 50-5. B 5-7. Football Master 85-6. Missed 30-4. All players have used their Enrage 3. There are no more Enrage 3s. Slashes it missed with Oasis and runs to Hippo. Huh, he's doing the slash and run. That's as far as you get. But because you didn't stick around for the full attack, you didn't do the full damage. You almost did like a little slap and then ran. It still hit. Missed, you were at 15 and 4. Missed, you have a 10-second timer. 50 and 5, Hippo. 5 and 7, Bilal. 85 and 6, Football. 15 and 4, missed. Heal Potion is a full turn move. All right, Mist is going to heal. Mist, I'm going to give you a die roll. 1 or 2, 25%. 3 or 4, 50%. 5 or 6, 100% heal. She picks a 4, and it is a 6. Oh my goodness. Full heal for Mist. She was down to 15, but right back to 105 base life. 105. Hippo, you're on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. We have about 4 minutes to go in the match. About 4 minutes to go in the match. Hippo. Hippo's going to drop some heal smoke for both. Look at this. And going blue plasma to Mist. This time you got no line of sight. I can't give it to you twice in a row. This time you missed. Get it? Missed. All right. But the heal smoke is in effect. All right, we've got Football Master. 10-second timer for you, Football. All right, I am going to Rage Potion and throw a big red, the two of them. Perfect accuracy with my QB arm. All right, so he's going standard Rage. Smart. However, here's the problem. Who knows the rule of Purgatory? We'll give a kills coin to the first person that can describe the rule of Purgatory. It's a rule. It just hasn't been very frequent. I think we've only had it take place once in about 100 matches. All right. No player may die while under the effects of a heel smoke. Because the heel smoke is still active, Bilal effectively goes down to 1. He's effectively down to 1. The grenades hit. They're fine, but they're standing in heel smoke. So B is down to 1 and 7. Hippo takes some of the damage. Hippo is at 25 and 5. And B, it is your turn. We have 1 minute to go. It is your turn. We have 1 minute to go. All right, we're going to call it. B, I am not going to charge you for your healing potion because the heal would not, even if it got in on time, it would not make a difference in the overall points of the match. So this is what I've got. I've got Hippo at 25 and 5. B was holding on at 1 and 7. Football Master barely touched 85 and 6. And Mist had gotten up to a full heal. So although both teams played very well, Football and Mist did have a little bit more control over the match for the majority of the time. So neither team died. So I would say it was well fought. And Mist did get the benefit of a very, very nice heal spell. Overall points. Football Master and Mist, 6. Hippo and Bilal, 4. 6-4. It is a loss, but certainly a much, much stronger showing from Hippo and B. So, few more items, and I think B and nobody died that time. So you guys saw they had some big matches a couple weeks ago. They were completely overmatched. Tonight was a much, much more even matchup, and they kind of got their strategies. Nobody died. It was kind of the one thing I would have said, just as a quick refresher, how many people think that if Bilal would have stayed there and kept the pressure on with the Oasis 6, they potentially could have gotten the win? Yeah, I would have, and not to pick on Mist, but B, you got good damage, and as a medic, you have a higher base health, so they couldn't have got any armor piercing. She played very well and got away from you with the BT7s. But certainly should have kept the pressure on hand to hand. All right, we got one more match to go. We got one more match, and it is that time, everybody. So we've got, make sure we got all players in the house. We got Dimes and Tank and Jim and Mod Muse. Dimes and Tank and Jim and Mod Muse. So I'm going to give each player. This is going to be beautiful. Beautiful scene here, main event time. Each of the 4 players, you have 20 seconds. Jim Stone going immune. One Elysium on the trace. And going black. Graphene. Muse is going immune. Elysium. And red graphene. Deadly Dimes is going immune. I see a trend here. Black graphene and Elysium on trace. And Tommy's going cadmium and Elysium. All right, we're going to before we start this match, we're going to take a quick 2-minute break, everybody. Take a quick 2-minute break. You guys have seen the scenes. I will set you up of exactly where you're going to be. Everybody, 2 minutes, and we'll be right back to kick this match off. All right, everybody, we are back. We are back, and we're going to set up all the players. We're going to start it out with Mod Muse over here, Cyber Gemstone, Tommy the Tank. And we're going to put Deadly Dimes over here in the wilderness. So let's kick this thing off. And Gemstone, you're on the clock. You have initiative, so it will go Gemstone, Deadly Dimes, Mod Muse, and Tommy the Tank. So Gemstone, you have 20 seconds. You are not in range. In fact, you are 40 yards from Tommy, and you are 50 yards from Deadly Dimes. Summon Owl, 2 dimes, and Beige Bombs, 2 dimes. All right, so you're going to go Beige to D and the Owl. And what item would you like to take with the Owl? Nope, can't move closer. And once again, I'm going to keep you guys strict on the timers. So no movement. What is the item you'd like to target with the Owl? The Owl will not target armor. You have to cast the Eagle. So if you choose the Owl, it's got to pick an item. Nope, that would be the Hawk. It's got to be an item. Eagles take armor, Hawks take weapons, Owls take items. Bombs, grenades, ammo, plasmas, all of the above. All right, what type of ammo would you like to take? Brace, space, displace. Brace ammo, Deadly Dimes. You will not be using any brace ammo for this match. And you have a Beige Bomb on you. Dimes, you have a 20-second timer to kick us off. 20-second timer. All right. So Dimes is going Owl for AP cubes. And Beige Bomb to Jim. All right. Good move. We got Mod Muse. You're on the clock. You have a 20-second timer. Evil Mod. No. Warrior Charge is a move. War Go is a move. And Summon Eagle is a move. You have 13 seconds to rephrase your moves. That would be 3 moves. The Owl took the AP cubes, which is what she specified. The armor-piercing ones. All right, you're out of range for the Wargo. So you can Warrior Charge and Wargo. Warrior Charge gets you in range. Wargo will shoot. But you can't shoot. Right now, you're more than 30 yards. So 5 seconds to go. Warrior Charge is an instant that can put you in range, and then you can get your attack. There's nothing wrong with a Warrior Charge. But it is half a move. All right, Warrior Charge and Wargo. All right, so it's going to go like this. Tammy, Warrior Charge is this, and Wargo is like that. So Dimes, you take AP3. You take AP3. Now she does have the black graphene. So Dimes, you're comfortably at 100 base life and 11. Tank, you're on the clock. You got a 20-second timer. All right, Tommy's going to summon Hawk to Julia. Julia, can you list all three of your weapons in chat, please? And Gold Bomb. Wargo has Elysium, so Brace and Oasis. All right. One to 3. You lose Brace. 4, 5, 6. You lose Oasis. She picks a 3. And she loses her Brace. Pistol is gone. All right, Gemstone, you're on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. Summon Spike and Blue Bombs, 2 dimes. All right, she has a Blue Bomb and a Beige Bomb. Spike hits you for damage, Dimes. Dimes, you're at 90 and 10. 90 and 10. You take the base damage from Spike. You've taken the AP from the AR-15 and also the damage dealing AP pet. Dimes, you're on the clock. You have 10 seconds. Julia is about 30 yards. Gemstone is still in that 45-yard range we talked about. Nope. Jim is out of range. You and Jim have not moved into range. Yep, gotcha. All right, so Dimes is going heal and seal. And she's going to go trace blue to Julia. Pew. All right, heal and seal and trace blue. So Julia, you take damage from the trace. You are slowed. And Dimes is surrounded by heal and seal. Julia, you're on the clock. 10-second timer, Julia. Remember, you can only throw one type of a color. You can't go double bombs to the same person. Reset her timer to 5 seconds. All right, green to Tammy. And blue to Tommy. Dimes, you are healed back to 100% of your total life. You gain 1 of your base life back, and you are also sealed. Tank, you're on the clock. You got 10 seconds. No range on Julia. Julia just got into range with Dimes. Yep, you're still about 35 yards out. All right, he's going to go summon. He's going to go gold bomb, detonate. Gold bomb's going to be a big hit, Julia. And also, he's going to summon bull. So, Julia, you're at 75 and 11. Remember, the graphene has increased her base. So 75-11. That bomb is effectively gone. All right, Gemstone, you're on the clock. You have 10 seconds. 10 seconds for Gemstone. We just hit the 15-minute mark, everybody. 30 minutes remaining in the match. Dimes is 111. Tank, 113. Gemstone, 115. Mod Muse, 75 and 11. No. There's a lot wrong with that move. One, move is half a move. Acid rain would be half a move. And shooting a two-handed weapon would be half a move, but a two-handed weapon can only be shot if you're not moving. So reset to 5. No. You can't. You can only move and shoot a one-handed weapon if you're outside of the target range. So if you're a sniper and you're 35 yards, you can fire. If you're not a sniper and you only have 30 yards, you can't fire a two-handed weapon if you start out the turn outside of that range. Nope. Trace is a two-handed rifle. Trace and Sonic. Or green bomb. All right. Green bomb it is. You have half a move left. If you'd like to move or summon or dive in the lake, anything, green bomb is only half a move. You know that's going to block. YouTube's not going to allow that. All right. Green and gold. Dimes, you're on the clock. You got a lot of bombs on you, Dimes. You got some beige, you got some green, you got some gold. Detonate beige on Jim. That's going to lower Jim's base health 25% and her attack 25%. And summon bull to Julia. Julia's going to take you to 75 and 10. Jim, you were at 100. You were temporarily at 75. Julia, you're on the clock. You have 10 seconds. Tommy's not in range. All right, let me repeat the range so everybody knows. All right. Julia, you are 30 yards away from Dimes. Dimes, you're 30 yards away from Julia. Tommy, you're 35 yards away from Julia. Julia, you're 35 yards away from Tommy. Jim Stone, you're about 45 yards away from Dimes. Dimes, you're 45 yards away from Jim Stone. Tommy and Jim, you're around 40 yards, 35 to 40 yards away from each other. Both out of range. All right. So Julia is going to go AP Bull and Big Red to Tammy. So AP Bull is going to hit Dimes and take her to 110 because the Bull is going to hit before the Big Red damage. But you're 30 yards away, so you can't cast the Big Red because you have to be 15 to 20 yards. So 5 seconds. And she's going to go War Go with AP3. So she summons Bull and goes War Go. So Dimes, you're at 107. 107. Tommy, you're on the clock, and your Bull goes back in for a second charge. Your Bull is out of play. Julia, you take 1 point from the Bull. You're at 75 and 9. And Tommy, you're on the clock with your regular turn. Dimes is 100 total and 7. Tommy is 113. Jim Stone is 75 and 15, but she'll go back to 115 soon. And Julia is 75 and 9. All right, Tommy is going to go Beige to Julia, and he's going to summon Rex. Julia, you take 5% in turn number 1 from Rex. You have a ankle biter. All right, Jim Stone, 10 seconds. Detonate Beige Bomb and move into range. All right, so this is going to put you about there. Jim Stone, you get your full life back. You were not attacked while your Beige Bombs were taking effect. And Deadly Dimes, you are now 75 life and 7, temporary 25. You're fine. You're out of range of Julia. That's why I moved you back. So Dimes, you're 75 and 7 temporarily, and you have a 25% nerf on your health, and it is your turn. You have a 10-second timer. Dime's going to summon Rex to Jim. Jim, you're going to take 5% from Rex right off the bat. And blue cube Trace as well to Jim. So you're also going to take blue cube. So Jim, you are slowed. You're at 85 and 15. And you have Rex at your ankles. And Julia, it is your turn. And you have Rex getting ready to hit you for 10%. You have a 10-second timer. All right. Major Speed Bloodlust to Tammy and Attacker with Oasis. All right, first and foremost, Rex hits you for 10%. You're at 60 and 9. And you go forward and attack with Oasis with Bloodlust. You hit. Dimes, you were at 50 and 7. 50 and 7 with the 25% nerf that you're temporarily under. Tommy, it is your turn. You have 10 seconds, Tommy. Julia is in range for Tommy now, so he is going to go AP Plasma. All right. AP Plasma, Julia. You take the hit. And you take the AP. You're at 45 and 8. 45 and 8. Jim, you're on the clock, and you have a Rex at your ankles as well. This is Rex's second attack on Gemstone. All right, she is going to detonate Gold Bomb on Dimes. Now you're summoning Bert, right? Bert, the brand new pet that nobody's seen before. So Dimes, you have just been hit and drained of 1 base life, which is going to put you at 6. And you also had the Gold Bomb detonated. You're down to 35%. However, you get the 25% life that you got back that you temporarily lost. So Dimes, you're at 60 and 6. 60 and 6. Tommy is at 113. Jim is at 85 and 5. However, Rex just hit you for 10%, Jim. You're at 75 and 15 on Rex's second attack since you chose to ignore him. And Dimes, you're on the clock. And Julia, you're at 45 and 8. Ten-second timer for Dimes. We've got about 13 minutes to go, everybody. Dimes drops Honey Badger. And Honey Badger does kill the bee pet. Dimes gets her point back. She is at 60 and 7. And she pops Heel Smoke. The Heel Smoke is in the mask, has not taken effect. It's there. All right, Julia Muse, you're at 45 and 8, and you've got Rex is getting a little bit bigger, and he's about to hit even harder. Julia, you have a 10-second timer. All right, Julia's going to go Heal and Seal, and she's going to take care of Rex. So the Honey Badger took care of the bee, and the Honey Badger's gone. Julia takes care of Rex. And she drops a Heal and Seal. Dimes, your heal has taken effect. You are back to 100%. And 10 base life. You're 110. Tommy, you're on the clock, Tommy. All right, Tommy's going to summon Nolan. We got Nolan Ryan out. He's also dropping the Beige Bomb. So he's going to detonate the Beige Bomb. Julia, that is effectively going to lower your health from 45 to 20. You do get, well, actually it's not. Julia gets the effect of the seal. Tommy, you detonate the bomb, which breaks the seal. Julia still gets the 10% bonus. Julia is at 55 and 8 with no seal. So here's where we stand, everybody. Dimes is at 110 base life. Tommy's at 113. Gemstone, 75 and 15. Julia, 55 and 8. Gemstone, it is your attack. And you have Rex at your ankles getting ready to hit you for a third time. You have a 10-second timer. We've got less than 10 minutes, everybody. All right, Gemstone is going to kill Rex. Rex is gone. Both Rexes are in effect, and their Team Dimes and Tank have used both of their Rexes, and they're out of play. And Gem is going to heal and seal. All right. Yep, he's dead. He's gone. Dimes, you're on the clock. You got a 10-second timer. All right, she's going to slightly move and get within range of, move to left, maybe 20 yards from Julia, and throw Big Red at her. All right. Not going to be possible. I can give you 10 yards and a Big Red, but that is way too much movement. You can't move 20 yards and also get a grenade back against the grain. I'll give you 10 yards and a grenade, but it means that you're going to take some of the kickback. Not all of it, but you are going to take some kickback from it. Got about 7 minutes, everybody. All right, Enrage 3. She's going to Rage and Brack 5. All right, so Enrage and Brack. Julia, you take an Enrage and you take a big hit. You're at 30 and 8. 30 and 8. All right. Julia, you're up. Dimes is 110. Tommy's 113. Gemstone is 85 and 15, and she is sealed. And Julia, you are 30 and 8 and within range. 10-second timer. What type of heal? Potion, smoke, revive. All right, she is going revive. Julia going to the full 100%. She will lose a turn, but she's 100% and back to her total base of 112. All right, Gemstone. I'm sorry, not Gemstone. Tommy. You're on the clock. You got 10 seconds. All right, Tommy's going to Enrage and AP Plasma. So the Enrage does no good. He wastes the Enrage. And the AP Plasma does damage to Julia. And she takes 1 off her base life. Gemstone, you're on the clock. Gemstone, you're on the clock. You're 85 and 15. You are sealed. Ten-second timer. 3 minutes to go, everybody. 3 minutes to go. Very, very close match. Warrior Charge and Brack 5 2 dimes. Dimes, you are at 80 and 10. Dimes, it is your turn. You have a 10-second timer. Dimes is going to Bloodlust, and she's going to try a double attack. All right, the Bloodlust does enrage. The damage is split between both players. Julia, it is your turn, but you skip a turn because you use Revive. Tommy, you're on the clock. You have a 10-second timer. All right, Nolan does not attack. He only throws grenades. So Tommy is going to enrage and attack Julia. So Tommy is going to enrage and attack Julia. You can. But you got to go into the... You got to run. Actually, you cannot. You can't enrage, move, and attack. Sorry, Tommy. Five-second timer for Tommy. I have no idea who Santo is. Summon Sam to Julia. Julia, you take 1 AP. Gemstone. You have a 10-second timer. Gemstone, 10-second timer. But Bloodlust and Brack 2 dimes. All right. That is the match, everybody. That is the match. We got a super, super close total coming up. As Dimes used Iris on the defensive. Yep. Julia Muse at 75 and 10. Gemstone at 75 and 15. Each player down 25. Tommy at 113. And Deadly Dimes preventing the damage at the end with the Iris Ring at 80 and 10. The match goes to Tank and Dimes with 6 points. Muse and Gemstone with 4 points. A super, super close match down to the wire. Even without the Iris Ring, Dimes and Tank would have slightly edged it out. They would have slightly edged it out. It would have been a little bit closer. But the Iris Ring was a great play at the end as well. So good matches tonight. A lot of nerves tonight. Couple things. One, this is just general. I'm not going over anybody's gear. But if you're going to wear black armor, you should be in melee range. If you're not hand-to-hand combat, black armor is the worst thing that you can wear. Because it's only going to reflect damage that is on you from melee range. If you're going to play ranged, you should go with a mix of health and damage. Or if you're going to go straight grenades and pets, you should go all health. Just a little bit of overview, just a little bit of advice. Couple things here. Those of you watching. What moves did you think won the match in the main event match? There were 2 things that were phenomenal. They were really, really good. Ocean Man was all over it. So I know Ocean Man saw it. Now, the match was decided before the Iris Ring. Yeah, the double Rex attack is what won the match. Both players took 5 damage and then another 10 damage and then stopped the attack ultimately. So that was 30 extra % of damage that their team took before they killed the Rex. And then once they knew it was going to be 20%, they had to stop it. So if those Rexes would have been killed on the first round, that's an extra 20 points of damage your team would have saved. Santo. Yeah, the Santo. All right. Awesome stuff. Good learning experience. A lot of fun tonight. 3 really, really good matches. So no losers tonight. We got great match, the first match. Went 6-4, Ben and Fly Rod. Second match, Football and Mist 6-4. And third match, Dimes and Tanks 6-4. No deaths there, no KOs. It's good stuff. Now, this is not going to be a popular decision with some classes. But after review, and I wanted to wait till after we mention this, because of the amount of defensive instances that we have in effect, we're going to limit spells to one spell per player per match. That means if you're a warrior, you can either charge or bloodlust. If you're a priest, you can either holy shield or prevent. And there's a couple reasons for this. One, the matches are 45 minutes only. And classes that can make gunpowder, it's not going to be a benefit in PvP. In PvE, you can use your spells. You can use both your spells. You can use them in combat. You can use them on yourself or other players. But it is a huge, huge advantage right now for warriors and for priests. One spell per player, not per team. One spell per player. A warrior can charge or use bloodlust. If there's two warriors in a team, both can charge, both can bloodlust, but you can't charge and bloodlust. If you have two priests on a team, one can holy shield, the other one can holy shield, one can prevent. Engineers only have one offensive spell. Tanks have a prevent and also a double health. So tanks kind of have that advantage too. Snipers have split shot, which is good for PvP. You can. Yes, you can use the prevent spell on whoever. Nope, they don't have to both use the same spell. Yes, the page 2 spell is a holy shield that absorbs 50% damage, and it wasn't put in as a PvP spell. Well, no, it's not that all the spells are going to get better. Remember, all the spells are not player versus player spells. Some are going to be outside of combat. It's an additional spell that you can use. So if you're in PvP, you're probably going to use the prevention spell as opposed to the holy shield. That's kind of the point as well of using one. But if you're in PvE, then certainly sometime during the night, you might want to use both of them. But same thing with the tank that's going to get double health. If Fly Rod is up taking a big shot and works on just you. Or the other person you cast it on. But again, you have the flexibility of using that Holy Shield on another player. So, with that being said, with that being said, you got versatility. If I'm playing PvP as a priest, I'm using prevention. In PvE, I'd use them both. At some point during the night, you're probably going to use them. And you're going to need them. You're going to need them, especially coming up with the Jigsaw Jungle right around the corner. All right, hey, we're at midnight, so we're about 3 hours in. Had some great matches. We're going the full allotment of time. I saw we got B-Dub super chatting as well. Thank you, Bonnie. Awesome fights tonight. Congratulations to all who have their everything. And good matches, good strategies. I know nerves are still a factor. You guys are still working really, really hard. Great job. Certainly, I'm ready for the jungle, man. I think there's some stuff in there I can't wait for you guys to see. There's going to be a good mix of strategy, of puzzles. I know you guys love the puzzles, of fighting, of enemies. The story's going to be a little bit deeper, so it's going to be a good time. Tomorrow night, we're going to do a little bit of Walking Dead, and then I will announce tomorrow what we're going to do on Friday night. It's looking more like a free-for-all. I don't know how it's going to take place yet. I think once somebody gets blasted, we're not going to allow... Well, let me think about it. I'm thinking about how I want to do the reses. I don't think it's going to be an all-night thing because a lot of our PvP takes 2 or 3 hours anyway. But let me give it a little bit more thought. I'll make that announcement tomorrow. Check out your inventory. All the stuff you guys picked up today will be added to your inventory tomorrow. I'm going to try to get your inventory out. I'll try to get it out tomorrow. If not, I'll get it out to you sometime on Friday before you go into the event because we've got a big pack opening event coming up this week. If we would have had a scenario, I would have gotten it out a little bit early. The reason I took last night off is because I knew that we had 3 matches tonight and that you guys didn't need to be super, super pressed to get everything before Friday. But I will get your stuff. Continue to send me your information. Let me know what you guys want to gem. Take a look at your armor. Some of you guys should be at a point now where you're looking at a second set of armor, where you have maybe a health set, maybe you got a damage set, and you might even have a third. You might have a PvE set. So, they don't have to be tier sets in order to be complete sets of armor. Unforeseen. This was an awesome tag team match. Good night, everybody. Love y'all so much. All right, hey, let's take it down. One more play. I'm going to take you guys out tonight with a little bit more dancing. Thanks for everything that you guys do. Shout out to all the people who had the courage to do a dance video. So here we go. We're going to end it the way we started it. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for all you do, and I'll see you tomorrow night and Friday night for a little bit of PvP. Peace. Yeah, that's right. It's Friday night. The purple hue's got everybody feeling all right. So grab your weapons. Get down for a fight.